So Donald Trump has called for Ukraine to hold elections, and he's called President Zelensky a dictator. This is problematic for multiple reasons. I understand that Americans have chagrin about the taxpayer dollars that have been spent there funding the war, and Trump has claimed that it was a needless war, it didn't need to start. So, question number one for Trump and his associates on that is, what could have prevented this war? It really doesn't help to say it didn't need to happen without actually identifying what caused it, because if we don't identify what caused it, then we're just setting ourselves up for a repeat. We're powerless to prevent the next war cropping up if we don't even know what caused it. And it's disingenuous to blame people and say, how dare you, be attacked, if you don't even have a suggestion for what caused it and how to prevent it next time. And now, with this matter of trying to install a different government in a foreign country, I'm sorry, I don't care how many billions of dollars you've spent. No one, I repeat, no one has a right to go and dictate to other countries how they dare to conduct or not conduct elections or what kind of government they prefer. See, this has been a problem for a really, really long time in the United States, and this is part of the reason why we're okay with it. It's been normalized. It's just, if it's done in some ways, people are like, no, that seems kind of sketchy. But if it's done a different way, then your party's just like, oh yeah, gung-ho, go do it. Go force them. Go force them to conduct an election on our terms. See, that's not remotely democratic government, guys. So let's be honest. Let's repent of our own dishonesty and our own hypocrisy. And let's admit the brazen fact that Trump is a globalist. I mean, if he wants Ukraine to go and hold democratic elections, why doesn't he go strong arm North Korea into doing that? Good luck, right? So we all need to recognize this is a poor strategy. If we really don't give a fig for what happens in Europe, then how come we're meddling over there so much? Why is Elon Musk calling out Romania and Germany and all these different countries and saying, oh, look, you guys are doing bad, nasty things? Wait a minute, I thought we were going hands off. If we're going to go hands off, let's go hands off instead of going around criticizing everyone around the world and applying extortion and pressure from our tax dollars and our military to try to get people to conform. Because frankly, that is globalism. The anti-globalists are the globalists. Surprise! So this is ridiculous. This is frankly ridiculous. If you're really anti-globalism, then you have to have a non-intervention approach to countries around the world and just not mess with them. Part of the reason why we have that approach there, if we're really not into the business of being globalists, then what are we doing poking our nose into every other country? We know that the government never funds anything without intending to control that thing. And this is the argument that's being used with Ukraine. It's a pathetic argument. The money's gone. War is always destructive. You're not getting the money back. You're not getting the lives of people back. If you demand equalization, which is just a fancy term for reparations, you are setting the stage for another World War II, because that was what provoked the Germans. So cut it out. Stop being globalists. Just actually be non-interventionists. You can't be an interventionist in all these foreign affairs. Barring your alliances and your treaty obligations, you should honor those. But other than that, don't bother. What they decide is their form of government. If they want a particular mode of government, they'll speak up for it. And they don't need our tax dollars or our military going in there and strong-arming them into doing it. A forced democracy or a democracy set up on our terms is always a globalist dictatorship. It never works. Haven't we learned anything from the past century plus of meddling in other governments? This is what installed the globalist regimes around the world. This is why the communists have so much power. It's because we have been meddling in other countries and not minding our own business. So Trump is 100% a globalist. There is not a person on earth who doesn't know it if he is in candid acknowledgement of the facts. These are facts. Trump and Elon Musk are globalists through and through, and they need to cut it out.